Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope we're good. Apologies for the slight delay start, but welcome to the bonus stream, because we weren't really supposed to be having one, were we? No, we're supposed to be getting a floor done, getting ready for me holidays. That is all happening, by the way. That is still happening. We're still getting the floor done. This started tonight during the day, and then so there's dust everywhere in the house. So if I do start to like sort of be a bit like as the stream continues, that'll partly be why. So there's that happening, which means of course as well we can't really do a great deal because we were going to start packing for the holiday. We can't really do much of that because there's dust everywhere and the floor's not finished. So that's going to get finished by about Wednesday, Thursday. Still no stream tomorrow, still no stream Wednesday, still no stream Thursday. But we left on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I wasn't going to continue the stream, but I feel as though we probably have to, because even over the weekend I've still been sat there going, I wonder what happens. Because it just feels it all feels a bit weird, doesn't it? End of season in 17 in Larisa. I guess we'll see what happens. We didn't get the job at Asteras. That's what we didn't get. Partly because I pulled out of the interview, allegedly. So that is one of those things. Let's just get to it, shall we? We've got about, I reckon, 10 games. Let's see what happens. And no, Paddy, it's not traditional for me to get sacked anymore. This is what we've got left then. IAK at home, Estoril in the Europa League. Quarterfinals. Dan FM in with 37 months. Thank you, Dan. Much appreciated, my friend. We're going to need all the support we can muster tonight. So thank you very much for that. We've got Estoril, double header there. Atramitos, Olympiakos, Pas, Genia, Pauk, AK, and Atramitos. And again, of course, any other matches that may or may not crop up in Europe as well. If anything, it's the opposite is true. It's tradition not to get sacked, says Rougeau. Exactly. This is we're in uncharted waters now. Old TJ will get sacked left, right, and centre. New TJ, not so much. Welcome, by the way, to Rougeau, to Dan, to the Arsenal, to Paddy there. Luffy's in, Franco's here. Who else? We've got Rogi, Roland Thunder's in, Terry Crews is here, Martin's here. Loads of people chilling out in the background as well. Pleasure to see you all. And of course, welcome to everyone who's on YouTube as well, by the way, because of course we're over on YouTube also. So if you do fancy that sort of thing as well, then of course, say hello, give us a wave, give us a follow, all that sort of stuff. But this is where we are, currently 5th. I think we've probably lost the title. We're 12 points behind Olympiakos. We are 11 points behind Pauk. We are 10 points behind AK. We're even a point behind Atramitos. That's where we're at the minute. We didn't get the Asteras job, and yeah, it's all been a bit odd. I don't know whether or not the formation that I've picked is just the wrong thing, whether the players we've got are just wrong, whether our heads have gone a little bit, murmurs of discontent. There's a lot of talk now. Jameson's job might not be believed to be under threat, but maybe it is under threat. We don't know. So yeah, this is the question. We've got a Larisa player in the top 50 Wonder Kids. It's Crazyness. He's in there. Love that. Love it. The title is still on. Well, the title could still be on. Brianna's second best youngster in the world, according to the next gen. So yeah, so there was a slight issue, right? Yeah. Of me applying for the Asteras job and thinking, okay, this is going to be great. And they've got a tycoon owner and thought that was going to be fantastic. £30 million transfer budget. We sort of Billy Big Bollocks the interview a little bit. And then I went to check something. And I think this is a bug on the game. I think it is. But you can't check something during an interview. Because what that does mean is that means that you leave the interview. And therefore, we didn't get offered the job. And now Kylian Mbappe is apparently one of the people who might replace us, along with Nicholas Fulkrug. We asked about a new contract, and the board were like, no, you don't deserve one. Which is a bit like, oh shit. That's the reason we went to Asteras. Do you know what I mean? That's the reason we even thought about it. We're like, well, let's see what we can do. I mean, the board disappointed, of course, with where we are in the league. Disappointed we couldn't challenge in the cup. They like the fact we're doing well in Europe. Supporters, oh, they're a bit unsure, aren't we? Musterman, here we go. I like the idea of you asking to step aside for a second and then locking the door behind you. It feels very much like that, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, just, oh, can I quickly check something? No, you can't. You're out. Haven't gone yet. Win the Euro League and we're fine. Yeah, that's probably true. That is probably true. If we can, and that would be quite a change of the story as well, wouldn't it? If we sort of like won a European competition. Obviously, our goalkeeper was injured as well. That was inevitable. That we'd lose our goalkeeper in these important matches. But yeah, it's all been as expected. The tactic, don't worry, Franco. The tactic's only part of the problem. It worked for one match, and we were like, okay, cool. It was perfect for that one game. It wasn't perfect going for the next game. So again, we might have to potentially look to switch things around. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm a bit... I'll be honest, I'm a bit concerned by it all, really. We're just going to have to go with it and hope for the best. Aren't we? That's all we can do. All we can do is hope for the best. Have we got the best players available? I don't think so. I think we've got injuries. I think we've got suspensions. I think it's just a case of trying to get something going on. Who thinks we're going to still be here? Who thinks we're still going to be here come the end of the season? Or who thinks that there's other plans, like, you know, Farm Simulator or something? I'm Prescott, you'll be sacked. We'll see about that. We'll see. Paddy says you think we'll sort it out. Triple P says we've got faith. See, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because there's two schools of thought here. Either people have been here for a long time and they know that, you know, I can get my way out of it, or they've been here for a long time where they know, therefore that's it and it's just over. Like, TJ, like, it's done for. Bring back old TJ, sacked in the morning. There's a 50-50 from Dan. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the board do sack us. I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we are expected to be in the top three, and we're not. Do you know what I mean? You think if we finish fourth, they'll offer us a one-year deal? I'm starting to be unsure. I'm starting to think maybe we go back to the box. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure we've ballsed it up. We're overdue a sacking or an FFP breach. Maybe. The youth promise really kicked us a bit. I'm not even sure that it's the youth promise that's doing us the issue, though, Dan. To be honest, I think it's just our performance. I think we're playing really badly. We lost a lot of players. Were they key players? I don't know. Like Paddy Hurst for 30-odd million quid was a big one, and then only being given £5 million back to replace him was a bit shit. Polagek's been a good signing. When you know but then again he's been running in the ground by Pauk, so he hasn't really joined us fully fit. So we've not got the best out of him yet. Morzelli was good, but then Morzelli's got himself injured. Moreno has been a fairly decent player, but again, oh, what about that? Hargensen. Excellent. Arms are in the air. We think that's a goal. This is better. The question is, at what point... What a ball that is there by Martinez, by the way. At what point do we go back to the Gyros box? I've been desperate to play this 3 at the back system all season. Do I just have to cut my losses with it and go, no, go back to what got us into the good positions? Hargensen. It's a good tackle by the Athens defender, I think. I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. The run was perfect. It was perfect run, perfect pass, great finish. We do have to look about the fact that the board are just embezzling money left, right and centre. That's concerning. But we are getting a new stadium, so maybe the money's going towards that. We don't know who the stadium's going to be named after. Is it going to be named after Job? Is it going to be named after me? Possibly. Who knows? Who knows? Blowing on the bully on Gyros. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. When you're under pressure, cut the losses, go back to the box, you know, try again next year. This is what I'm thinking, Paddy. This is what I'm thinking. Sometimes you have to, do you know what I mean? You go back to, not necessarily the simplistic things, but you go back to what's worked previously, don't you? And go, right, what can we do? Dvorak looks good as well, but he's come in, he's done fairly decently this year. Surely has to be named after Paddy Hurst, as the transfer's paying for most of it. It's quite possible, isn't it? If he doesn't have at least a stand named after him, then I think there'll be questions asked. There's a question about Job as well before. Was it was getting rid of Job a mistake? Possibly. But you could maybe say the same with Bakun as well. Job and Bakun, both like club leaders. But they're just off the pace now, aren't they? Oh, there we go. That's nicely played. Bilic tries forward. Oh, Martinez. Got to hit the target there. Hartjier's not doing very well. 6'5". Make him as switch him around with Jorvak maybe. Oh, what a ball that is. Bilic. Taller, crossed in. Oh, Hargensen's overhead kick. I mean, we're certainly trying. Does anybody like the Musterman skin? No, Prescott. God, no. Awful thing. Awful human being. Yes, we love the Musterman skin. Mr. Musterman's in the chat as well, which is always nice. Always nice. It's an absolute work of art. Maybe that's where it went wrong, when we put Mr. Musterman's skin on. And I was like, I know what I'm doing. And then you all went, dear. And I went, no. No idea at all. I don't think that was the issue. Musterman's skin gave Tony a cold. Yeah, it was timed around the same thing, wasn't it? It was definitely timed around the same moment. But I can't blame it. I can't blame the skin, because we didn't do enough scouting with it, and that wasn't the problem. This is the problem. What we've been doing since the skin is the problem. And I still loved it. I loved the idea of it. You're winning games with the skin loaded. That is fair. Oh, Haagensen. We looked good with the skin loaded, didn't we? The skin gave us extra power. More taller down the wing. Oh, good challenge for it. Oof. Let's put Foxy in, but I'm not going to make him a DLF. I'm going to switch him and Haagensen round. I vote for Musterman. I didn't understand it, but I felt like we need it. I thought you were one of the ones who wanted out the Arsenal when we went Musterman. Am I thinking? It's a good question. How are we not winning this game? I think it's a lack of confidence, possibly, or mistakes like that. Giving the ball away. Don't give a penalty for that. Do not give a penalty for that at all. This is Middlesbrough versus Derby level of stupidity. If this is a penalty, surely it's not. Surely it's not. Come on. Unbelievable. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not even, they're not even hiding it, are they? This is blatant. Oh, come on. Ooh. Ooh. And I mean, it might get to the point where we have to think, what next? Like, I don't understand how on earth we lost that. You're getting truly FM, it's painful when it happens to you. Admittedly, I'm afraid, but it makes good streaming viewing. Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's it has to look good on stream. It has to. You know, look modifier, gods are vengeful. They are. Oh, okay. Have we dropped down to 6th? I think if we drop to 6th, then we are definitely sacked. Well, the thing is, we're not technically sacked because all they're going to do is just not renew our contract. That's different, isn't it? That's not sacked. That's not sacked. We do have to start wondering, though, what happens next. Do we think there's going to be another interesting team comes up? Where's our promises? What's happened with the young players? They're not bothered about the young players thing now, are they? Play entertaining football. Performance now, they're not bothered about the young players. Supporters aren't happy though. Oh, it's also not employed either. That's being let go. Do you reckon, Lee? Do you reckon? So when players leave clubs, they're just on a free transfer. They're just let go, are they? No, surely not. Surely not. Not renewing isn't a sacking. It's mutually parting ways. I guess that's it, Ruggiero. Biggest worry is you accidentally trip up and falling into Sunderland. Yeah, that would be a problem. That would be a problem if we end up at Sunderland. Things have definitely gone wrong there. Have a what? There we go. Dan's proving it's definitely not a sacking. It's the equivalent of a breakup was mutual. Could be. Could be. A mutual parting of ways. I mean, you know what? I'm not against it. Mutually parted is the diplomatic wording. I think that seems appropriate at this point. A conscious uncoupling. Is a breakup ever mutual? I mean, there's a question to debate. Sometimes they are. I guess it depends upon what what the breakup's for. They can be mutual. If they've both agreed that it's not working, it is very rare, but it can be mutual. But I think those circumstances are few and far between. But it can happen. It can happen. So let's see what we can do then. See if any of this poor form can... If we can keep all the poor form away from Europe, that would be really helpful. Let's go to the box. See if that's gonna help us. Because we did look better against AK there, didn't we? We'll decide what happens. The interesting thing is, though, is the abomination tactic beat Valencia, didn't it? They just couldn't handle it. What's the line? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Am I getting into my Arsene Wenger era where like everyone else could see that he'd stayed there too long, and like everyone was sort of like, oh, we don't want it to go bad, because everyone loved Wenger. At least you should. How old's our manager? I don't know. Like, what are we in now? Season 17, so probably like 57 or something, 60. So not old. Like, we could probably go to like Tenerife or something. Do you know what I mean? You're starting to get those vibes, Dan. Yeah, I can appreciate that you've seen this film before, haven't you? So all we need now is whoever the Olympiacos assistant manager is to come in with their evil credentials and take over. Is that your next move? You spend the rest of the game advocating for changes to the offside rule. That's it. Yeah, it's 100% it. Yeah, I basically front an esports tournament towards the end of the campaign. It's great. That's how Larisa fans feel at the minute. I mean, yeah, I can understand it. I can understand it. But remember, and this is what I've got to remember, is it's build a nation Greece. It's not build a Larisa. Okay, so we might, we can still get another job in Greece. Does sort of mean we are having to start again from scratch. In terms of like, getting to know the players, getting to set up tactics, start recruiting and all that sort of thing. And it will almost feel like season 1 again, which is never fun. But we could do something, you know. Dan's been Jameson out for a while. He's seen him on Larisa Fan TV. I think he started it. He's on the podcast and everything. Oh, there's Juan Martinez. There's a couple of people in here who've been Jameson out, and it's fine. I completely get it. I do completely get it. We go from Builder Nation to revenge against Larisa. Yeah. I think the narrative arc now is to take OFI Crete and take them, because they're Crete is an island, isn't it? So it's not actually on the mainland. So should be a case of fuck you, Greece. We've also learned as well that we can't Google any of the teams, because it turns out that that all the teams in Greece have had misdemeanors with, you know, abandonings and bribery, financial issues. So it's like, let's not Google any of it. So if we do stay in Greece, we just pick anybody, or if we end up somewhere different, then it might be Bordeaux. Next goal is to head to Cyprus and get every team to join the Turkish league system. We could abandon it and go to Turkey, because that would be the easiest way to do it, right? That would definitely be fun. No bad can come from that. Corruption, match fixing, bribery, general corruption. Pretty much, yeah, that's it. I did suggest that on the last stream, Rogie, as well, that we changed it to AFI. Hagensen, he's onside, surely. No, Turkish football, nothing bad in Turkey at all. General corruption, I'm having that for the name of a band. I thought it was someone in the army. Lagja makes it 3. We thought he was in Robot Wars. Souness never planted a flag in the middle of a pitch in Turkey ever. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in Larisa. That's what I'm going to do. What a strike from Lagja. That's our right back, by the way. What a volley that is. Okay. All of our eggs are in the European basket now. There's still some good teams left in the Europa League. But as we said last week, it'll be CM Punk levels if we won the Europa League and we walked out. We walked out with the title. Does Europe save us? I think it would certainly help, wouldn't it? It would certainly help. I think it papers over a lot of cracks. Pollock get really powerful down that wing. Orban Mackay. Take the league title I won out of the cabinet. I can't bring Hawkinson off to rest him. 3-0 though. Is fine. They've had 6 shots. We've had 13, so 10 to play. Mackay. Oof. Janino's not going to score from there. Sorry, excuse me. There's no way Janino's scoring from there. Montero, Murray, back. Oh, undercooked it slightly. No, they've still managed to intercept it to pick it up. Away they come. I wonder how long that manager stays at Asteras. Or do we end up having to go to like AEK or something? Because it's difficult, because I don't want to go back down to League 2, because that's going to be like not fun. And I also don't want to be like, it doesn't matter, stay for the whole of this interview. Yeah, show off. Yeah, he didn't have another call to take. Yeah, I don't want to take a club from the second division back up again, because I think that's like just nosediving the save. So we've got to pick someone who's in and around, or is just outside, but we can easily turn into a top 5 club. Or we go, enough's enough. Or we somehow end up with a new contract. That could happen as well. That could still happen. We don't know. Right? It's not beyond the realms of possibility we end up with another contract. But we might have to keep checking the job board just in case. Heracles and Volosh are there at the minute. Panathinaikos maybe underneath. Insecure board, finances. OFI, Macedonicus. Gallo, and Division 2. Ian the Gamer, welcome in, buddy. How are we? Load up Norway just in case. There's always an option. There's always a plan B, isn't there? I do love the fact that MLS keeps getting suggested, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. All right, Hogginson's fine with us for the minute, is he? He's out of contract next season, so let's possibly get him locked down or sell him in the summer. Where's Lama when you need him? What, for new save ideas? Yeah. Well, you definitely want 18 years into saves to have to learn the nuances of MLS contracts. That's the only way. It's the way my brain works, isn't it? He's waiting to see what happens to the manager. I think that's fair as well. There was actually a out of context or no context FM posted a thread today. Probably someone else's work, so might do the same thing. Although I have technically now just credited them, so that's going to be confusing. But let's maybe look at some of the options there, because there's some interesting names in there for teams that I think we could maybe consider. Let me bring it up in a second. Village is actually probably fine, isn't he? Montero probably needs to be rested completely. Is it taller? How taller can be on the bench? Who play Atramitos? Right. Polygres. Come out. Kai Bilic. Let's put Dvorak in. I know Bilic is in good form, but let's do that. The obvious answer to what to do is, if you get the sack, is the Pentagon. Race against time before FM25. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, that would be a race, wouldn't it? Could you do that? You couldn't, could you? How long would a Pentagon take? Here's me thinking this is actually possible. September to November, 2 months. Oof. Division 3 Brazil. Get Santos back. We could go Division 2 for Brazil. Right. Recommendations that a Twitter thread, that a Twitter account that steals everyone else's ideas and doesn't credit them is first option. So this is 20 save ideas for FM25. Oof, off the post. Number 1, Bordeaux. Straight out. What's the one continent equivalent of the Pentagon? The Champions League. I still don't think I can do that, to be honest. Right. Vitesse Arnhem, which is basically try and manage Chelsea's reserves. Enfield, England's first fully fan-owned club, located a few miles from Arsenal and Spurs. It's their first ever season in the Conference South. Torino. They've won 1 league title in 70 years. Ipswich, no. Wisla Krakow, historically one of the biggest teams in Poland. They've won the top division 14 times. Now they're in the Polish second division, struggling to get back to the top. They did just win the Polish Cup last year as a second division side. Oldham, Santos, Depot. Durham Women, the only club in the top women's division that doesn't have a men's team, or men's equivalent in the top flight, sorry. Cherno Moor, this is one I quite like the idea for maybe next year. Bulgarian League, again, contentious. Ludogorets have won the Bulgarian League 13 times in a row. Cherno Moor, who finished second last season, haven't won the league since 1938, and they had a different name when they did it. Their only recent win is one Bulgarian Cup, and you have to win the league 28 times to catch up with CSKA Sofia, who have won it the most. That's quite good. Laxia, great finish. Did you see the one I put in the Discord? Get every nationality in the world to win a Premier League medal. No, I didn't actually. I've not seen that one. Bordeaux for the beater. I think San Pauli for the beater, possibly. Clacknacuden is a part-time senior Scottish football club based in the city of Inverness. Currently plays in the Highlands Football League. All right, interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure if we've got time for a Highland save. That's a bit more long-winded, I reckon. I had quite a lot of fun in the Bulgarian League a few FMs ago. Don't like the more in Cherno more because it's lowercase. Oh yeah, fair. You can call it Faith no more if it goes south. Yes. Hertha Berlin, Bromley, Vaduz, Academia de Coimbra. Academia are currently in the Portuguese third division. Huge fall from grace. They won the first ever Portuguese Cup and then won it again in 2012. Since then, they've won nothing. Birmingham City, S17 for next year, and Belenenses. Kai, dancing feet, Janino. So yeah, I don't know. There is, I mean, again, I will keep reiterating, there is still a chance we keep our job. It's not a big chance, but there's a chance. You know? Also seen Bilbao mention due to the Basque rule, not seen anyone do it. Simon Adjot's currently doing it. Right now, in fact. That's his current stream save, is Athletic Bilbao. This could be a big win. Pushed us up to 4th. Job safe. Job safe. I've not even been looking at the match. I think this is part of the reason why I'm not doing very well. Tony, have you been looking at the match? No, mate. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not getting involved with that football thing out there. Come on. Mackay's getting a bit tired. Still a battle in Greece. We're trying, Charles. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope life is good. Just checking. We dropped into Charles the other day, didn't we? So, how was the raid? How was the rest of your stream? Should probably drop another shout out there for Charles, actually. Let's do that. If you went on the at the end of the sadness train last week, then that's where we headed off. Good save. Right, Mackay can go on. Martinez can come in for a Koya, I reckon. Lagia for a Tola. Let's see how we get on. It's bad enough the spectators rather want to look at their phones all game. Can you imagine the coach doing it? Well, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? It's just that's in real life. That's probably really, really bad. But the fact this isn't real is probably fine, isn't it? You know. Am I set for Build a Nation FM25? Not massively. I think it feels like a long... Well, it feels like something we could do. But I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know what the plan for next year is going to be. I'm not sure what's jumping out at me. Like, I quite like the Atlantis was quite a cool idea just because of the name of the club, to be honest. But then there's part of me being like how difficult is a Finland build a nation? Like, I've got to think of something that's going to also be relatively entertaining for a stream perspective as well. And I know that we're all just going to be here for a good time anyway, doing our own thing. But I don't want it to get to the bit where second yellow card. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Players are right to throw their arms all over the place. I was about to say I don't want to get to the point where second yellow card gets to in his saves where you're winning the league all the time, and thankfully I can't see me doing that. It could well be goal of the season. That's a great strike. Pick that one out. Atramitos have been a bit of a bogey team for us as well, so it's just another one to add to the list, you know. Destroy a nation in Finland could be interesting. Take over Marinham in the autonomous islands of Åland. Technically Finland, but their official language is Swedish. Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting. What do I expect from FM25? Probably the same again, to be honest. I'm not one that's going to raise my expectations or lower my expectations, really. I'll wait and see what comes out from the 4 screenshots I've seen. I can't really say. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, we're all going to play it regardless. So, you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're all going to play it. You know, the tricky bit I've got is trying to... Oh, there we go. What a hit by Tungara. Look at the way that he dances past this tackle here, by the way. Overhits the ball, but he's away. Cuts back inside. Bends that in. What a strike. What a strike. There's me trying to sort of say, oh, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do next year, because it's obviously we've got to wait and see what, you know, how do I play a game where I don't really watch real football? What's gonna entertain me? What's gonna take me as an option? And then that just happened. Weird idea. What about ensuring every county in the country has featured in the Football League? Quick Google search suggests that 10 counties have never featured in the Football League or above. 10 counties? That seems high. That's a huge result. Oof. There still feels like there's too many. Here we've reverted back to type to get some results. That feels like there's still too many games to go though. But what a result that was! My word. We definitely build a nation FM25. We've just been talking about that, literally, like leading up to this point as to what are we going to do, and I don't really know. I haven't checked this. The City of London. The City of London's not had any. Really? I don't know which part of the City of London is though. Cornwall, that probably makes sense. County Durham, yeah, okay, that does make sense because Sunderland's no longer in the under the jurisdiction of Durham. Isle of Wight, Northumberland, that'll be Blythe Spartans. Rutland, yeah, it's near Leicestershire, isn't it? Surrey. Oh, Surrey, yeah, it's not. It's Surrey. Surrey's Kent, isn't it? I don't know. Warwickshire and Worcestershire. TJ in London, are you sure? Yeah. How much? Yeah, I don't need to be anywhere near London, do I? Goal of the week. Congratulate Tungara for that. What an absolute banger that was. And Perennis, yes, he deserved the second best goal of the week as well. He's got a £5.5 million buyout clause, and he's athletic, and he scores bangers. Or scores one banger. 10 and 27, actually. 11 and 30. Interesting. Let's keep you on there, eh? There's Aldershot, not in Surrey. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I want to be in England next year. I think I've really, really enjoyed not being in England this season, because when like people are sort of like, oh, you know, like, you know, you don't get the sort of like the battle in Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool, Man United. You don't get all that sort of like that tribalism in here. We've been in a league that's very much our own thing. Nobody really cares. We've built our own league. We're 7th in the coefficients, so I always said if we can get top 5, I'd be happy. I'd be very, very happy. Our house in Denmark. Our house in the middle of Denmark. What makes our house so special? What will be the justification for them? Feel free to chuck ideas in, by the way, if you think there's some teams that we need to consider, because there is a bit of time for us to think about this. And I'd like to hear people's views as to what makes a reasonable idea. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but it's always nice to hear people's opinions, isn't it? For me to then ignore them blindly, clearly. Great minds, Rogie. That's what that is. Start with no job, see what turns up. Well, you see, you can do that, but you then need to have all of the leagues running, right? And if you've got no badges, then you might end up in like India, for example, and that'll be fine. But then what do you do? Build a nation, Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Oh Jesus, Tony's gone for a sports washing save. I didn't see that coming. Tony Jameson's morally corrupted venture. We said about going back to the UK for FM25 last season, but it's been nice to stay away from it. Yeah, I've not missed the UK. The only thing that would get me back into the UK would be the women's leagues. Potentially. But I just don't like looking at the way that like Chelsea are going about with all the transfers at the minute. Like, how can anybody really care about that sort of like division, that sort of like that kind of wealth in a league? You know, and all I'd be tempted to do would be manage Sunderland, and I don't really want to manage Sunderland again. You know, we need to sort of like keep away, because again, what would happen if they end up getting promoted to the Premier League? Great, then I've got to deal with that. Yes, it would be fun to you know, to do that sort of thing, but it doesn't feel like there's. I mean, it would be popular enough, but it's only one step in it. It's Championship to England, and then what? Like say for example, somehow we fluke that in 10 years, then what? Then there's nothing, is there, after that? You know, even like region airing it is not going to be doable, because the league the game doesn't understand what you're doing. The board don't understand what you're doing. And if it doesn't work, then it's horrific, isn't it? You've got to then sell all your players that come through the youth system. So it's not fun. Hashtag in tier 10. Nah, No, like honestly, I'm not managing England next year. I'm staying away from it. I need to find an interesting foreign league again. Tonga again. South Africa was fun with 1-year contracts allowed in the second division, but the lack of the African league ruins the world a bit. Yeah. And again, we're going to want to have something that's going to start straight away. So if it starts on day one, then all those leagues have to be available. So something like a Pentagon, for example, we wouldn't be able to start in Africa because we need all those extra nations loaded up. Otherwise, we just have to take South Africa and try and win it with the South African side, wouldn't we? You could do a Pentagon without trying to win it with an English team, but it's a bit more tough, innit? Build a nation, Japan. Well, would Japan not be one of the top nations in Asia? Surely. I don't know. Enjoyed the build a nation, but the question is where. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It is literally where, like, because where's a team that's got an interesting story? Where's a league that's got enough teams to make it relatively interesting? Build a nation, Australia. Australia's fine, but it's not got the longevity, to be honest. You know, build a nation, Peru or similar. South America is dominated by Brazilian and Argentinian. What about building a smaller nation? Some of the league rules are iffy though, aren't they? Like we had that with Uruguay, didn't we? South America for the viewers. I think a lot of people on our stream want me to do Brazilian second division just to watch me cry and just to see if that would work. But then the idea of being Brazil, just like that's the bit that kind of like undermines the whole save. Asian rankings: Japan, Iran, South Korea. Yeah, so I thought Japan would have been top, surely. Swiss league, nah, not interested really. Peru do have the Sport Boys, have a cracking pink kit. Okay, they do actually, yeah. Oh, Vanzella makes it 1-1 on the night, but it's still 4-1 on aggregate. What's it saying there? Right, so because they wear pink, the first time they wore an away shirt was 1989. The pink team's Barras had a formal beginning in 1966. This is the supporters, by the way. Called the Vamos Boys. Juventude Rosada. The Pink Youth. Encouraged the team for 90 minutes without stopping, accompanying them to presentations in the provinces. Okay. I've never managed in Peru before. Because of course I haven't. But Sports Boys. Yes, Mr. Jolly, appreciate the bits. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Hope you're well. Back to Uruguay to avenge the average points relegation nonsense. No, we can't. Can't go back to Uruguay. I can't go back to Uruguay for that season where you get promoted and then there's nothing. There's like 3 months off. And that's it. It's ridiculous. Build a Nation, Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados. Yeah, databases, unfortunately. Databases. If we're starting at day one, we want to be in on something that's going to be in the vanilla database. So again, that might slightly limit what we're doing. I don't know what happens with the follower thing. FC Andorra. Andorra's interesting. Yeah, a lot of people have done Andorra. Vados, I've got no interest in Vados. Cardiff, Swansea or Wrexham, no interest. FMC, thought we were taking the week off. We were. Mrs. J basically told me to get on stream tonight and finish the save, which I think means she's not very well and wants me out of the house, out of the way. So I figured we'd do that. That's fine. Watching Spurs end the season after one game. That's a bit over dramatic. That's why I don't want to do the Premier League. See, things like that. It's very over dramatic, Mr. Jolly. What's happened there? How about Wales and starting the Cymru North or South? Maybe. Wales isn't off the table, but it's the issue. The issue with Wales is TNS and Brexit. In the same way, it's in the same problem that Scotland's got, but it's not off the table. I think Finland's very much on the table. I think Romania was on the table for a bit. Serbia's still there or thereabouts. Good finish. What else have we still got? Croatia we liked. I don't think we'll do Poland. Build a Nation, Bolivia. Let's do that. Volk. I still wouldn't be against a Scandinavian one, because you'd have the additional challenge of having to lose all your players mid-season. If you're, when those players just decide, right, we're off to Europe. Celebrating an FM win, second tier league winners winning the South African Cup in the same season. Very nice, very nice. Got lucky draws and freak results. That's all you need. So that is the title of my stream. Lucky draws and freak results. I'll take that. Aberdeen. Could you imagine? To save an FM23 in Finland, the badge is fantastic. It was great. Oh, with Ives. Yes, it's 2 goats or something, is it? Is it Ives? I think Loki Doki did that in 1 year as part of his journeyman. That's the first time that I saw that badge properly, and I was like, that looks class. That looks really class. We're playing Rennes in the semi-final of the Europa League. Belgium, top 10. Oh, top 10's too high. We need something that we can build up. I did like the fact that Rougeau suggested we did Serie C the other earlier on, so I was just like, ooh, I like that. That sounds fun. What's the Serbian team who play on top of a shopping centre? I don't know, but I think we need to find out, don't we? Pizza, pasta, and Italian football. Can't beat it. Yeah. Corruption. If you can't beat them, join them. Oh, look at this. Pink newspapers and espressos. Wasn't that a Panic at the Disco album? Got relegated from the Serbian Super League last season. Oh, it's not the one that I've got. Is it the Blue Metalist? Metal something. Metal Chan. Is it? Friendly Ghost is over on YouTube. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome. Good to see you. Pleasure to see people over there on YouTube, especially people we know well as well. So that's very, very kind. James Richardson in Naples, traffic whizzing by. FK Vozdvak. Oh, if they're not in the game, then that's going to be a bit rubbish, isn't it? It's not great. My dad doesn't understand FM. Suggests I pick a team and try and be as bad as I can, as unsuccessful as I can without being sacked. Not a stream idea, but I wonder how far you could take a Premier League team without getting the sack. Not very far. Not very far. They'll sack you very quickly on the Premier League. You can probably get a little bit further when you're lower down, but Premier League you'll get sacked straight away. Hungarian team named after a castle. Well, Hungary's a bit of an iffy one, isn't it? Which is a shame, because there's some great stories to be had in Hungarian football, and that would make for an interesting building nation. I guess if you look far enough back, everyone's got a dodgy past and dodgy present. AK have won, right? So we need to get a decent result here against Olympiacos, which would... How many games are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games. A win wouldn't move us anywhere. We're still far too far behind PAOK. It's going to have to be a massive push to get above fourth. Maybe we should go to Ibiza. I don't think that's the worst idea, you know. That's not a dreadful idea. Now just to confirm, do you mean Ibiza for next season, like for next game cycle, or do you mean if we decide to just walk away from this save, we go and manage Ibiza? Because that could be quite cool. Just have our summer holidays. Just in general. Okay, just in general is fine. Live stream from Ibiza sold. Yep. Yeah, mods have to be there in person. I'm afraid that's the only rule I insist upon. Oh, Dimitro's nearly back. Bilic is injured, is tired. But he's going to have to play because it's a big match. McCoy is injured. Martes can go on. Or Foxy. Foxy for Hagenshin. Come on then, boys. Huge match against Olympiacos. Can we? Can we do it? If we get a win, then we're just chipping bits away, aren't we? blue-haired striker up front for Olympiacos. Yeah, if it's part of your contract, then it's part of your contract, I'm afraid, Zeep. So tell your loved ones that I'm afraid you're off to Ibiza with a strange man you know off the internet. Michael Barrymore will not be there. Offside? Offside? Possibly? Apparently not. Apparently not. 60 seconds in. No, he is. He's onside, isn't he? He's onside. Power play later against Atramitos. What are we now? 9 points behind. 9 points behind with 5 games to go. It's not going to be... we're probably not finishing any higher than 4th, are we? Jameson in, says the Arsenal. Appreciate that, pal. Very, very kind. 15 months in on the Prime as well. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very kind of you. You got to take care of Tasha between the streams, so didn't have to ask what to do. Luffy, thankfully, of course, thankfully, you've been in the streams, so you knew what to do. Obviously, we our thoughts are with you as well. It's not been a nice time for you. We know that, pal. But just as long as what I hope you did is I hope you went into another Football Manager streamers chat and asked what you have to do, and to see if they had the same advice. Even Hermanson, welcome in, welcome in. How are we? Good challenge by Polagek. Barrymore's blocked your number. Maybe he's getting ready for Ibiza. Bilic, Briannas. Ben was streaming back today. I think most appropriate FM streamer deal with this since he's a doctor. Yeah, very good point actually. Foxy. Nobody would lie in their Twitch name. Exactly. Like Fox in the Box is an actual fox. Yeah. The past hour I've tried to resubscribe to Apple TV. I don't know how the company isn't bankrupt yet. I don't know. I do know though. If you do if you do a sub or whatever on here, then you get 3 months worth of Apple TV. I think Zeke mentioned it to me a couple of weeks back. He was like, "Do you know about this?" I was like, "No." Then my other mods were like, "You should know about this, TJ." I was like, "Oh, okay." Oh, so there's Anderson's again with a header. Go on, Foxy. You're in a freezer. Hello, Boris Johnson. I feel tense. I feel tense. I don't know if anyone can pick it up through the camera lens. Is there a cat in there? Well, put it this way, it's definitely a dead cat in there if it's in the freezer. Obviously, of course, presuming it's been there long. Right, come on, boys. 20 minutes play. Only 20 minutes. It's not my cat. No, with that attitude, it's not. It could be if you played your cards right. It wasn't my cat, officer. Wait, I don't think that's... It's not really much of a... It's not a defence, is it? Oh, off the post. Now I'm thinking that episode with 1 foot in the grave. Oh, I used to love 1 foot in the grave. It's very good. Well held, Bozelli. Balanced. Let's see if that helps us. I don't think it's going to. I think we've got to stay positive, haven't we? Oof. Deflected out. Are we sat too deep? Let's not drop off. Let's push that line up a bit higher. Another corner. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Damn it! I think he's just beaten the offside trap again. He has. So close. Oh, smart run as well, innit? Very smart run by both of them. In review, what's gone wrong this season for Larisa and what are you planning to change for next season? Oof. Two very, very different questions there. Two very different questions. What's gone wrong? Don't know. Don't know. I think we've played the wrong formation most of the season and we're now struggling to play catch up. And I think we've probably sold too many players. So that's probably where we're at. And I think that what we're planning to change, well, at the minute, everything. It could be the team, like in terms of who we manage. It could be a lot of the players. But I think it's mainly the tactic. I think we've probably got a bunch of like C-class players. No real superstars. The one superstar we've got is constantly injured. So yeah, I don't think our recruitment's been that good. We lost a lot of players for a lot of money, which is good. The board then didn't let us reinvest it. We've signed one or two players who look like they're going to be fairly good, but I just don't think that we've got sufficient quality, really. So let's see what we can come up with from there. Are there any rules against making an offside trap an actual bear trap? Oh, okay. I like that. I do like that. Intercepted, but then given away again. Oh, well, that'll be it then. There's the hat trick. What's the keeper doing? Ooh. it's all a bit daft now, isn't it? Never mind. Never mind. It's one of those things, sadly. I think it looks like we're going to finish 4th at best. The board wanted us to finish 3rd. So that's going to be tricky. Lags it, good ball. Orban's offside. See if the daft formation will work. Win the Europa League, get Champions League as a reward. The board will be happy. Yeah, that's probably seems to be the plan, doesn't it? At the minute, I don't see another plan. I don't see another way. Three-1 down. Score more, yeah. Oh, there you go. Are they going to pull that one up for offside? I'll be pissed off if they decide that's the offside. Oh, they get off. They get disallowed. How come? Oh. Honestly, this game, man. No. There you go. That'll do. That's a good goal. Foxy decides he fancies it. Get tackled. Come on, boys. There we go. Well one back. Foxy Orban. Hargenson's offside, isn't he? I think he's miles offside. Miles off. But getting ourselves into positions again. This weird formation seems to have something about it. Let's go positive. Final roll of the dice, maybe. Then Foxy. Brianna's off the crossbar. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's a dreadful ball. Absolute waste. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, that's frustrating, isn't it? Two goals disallowed. So we were in the position to score the goals, just not, you know, not according to the rules of the game, which I think really is a bit nitpicky for me. Yeah, I think if they're gonna enforce the rules that way, then that's just a bit boring. Yeah, I think they need to maybe think outside the box a little bit. It's been fine margins all season. It has, and I guess when you think about it like that, Zeep, then I think what you've done is you've sort of made me realise that it's not been as bad. It's not been that bad. But it literally is fine margins, isn't it? That's what it's come down to. And in a sense, I'm kind of glad it's come down to that. Because I would hate for it to have been... I would hate it for the fact that we've just been battered all season. That would have been like... It would be a frustrating season to get fired over. It would be, but at the same time, it would also be quite realistic, I think. I would like to think that the board would have a bit of understanding, but they obviously don't need to. They don't need to. They can just do whatever they need to do and be like, well, you know, that's how it is. And away we go. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's, we'll work out where we go for it. You know. Friendly Ghost sounds like he's been, had Twitch banned at work, so he can't join us on Twitch. He will join us on YouTube now. So... which I appreciate a lot. Polygrec's gone down, no penalty, of course, because that's for the opposition. Wins it back, though. So, yeah, it looks like fourth. That's two fourth positions in a row. Not dreadful in the grand scheme of things. I suppose if we're raising the coefficients through Europe, that's the main thing, right? And if Greece might get an extra Champions League place, then we've done really well. I was about to say, I don't understand how on earth we're about to concede a goal there. Fourth in a good European run is a pretty good season most years. Yeah. I think given the change of squad that we did in January and injuries, lack of form, my poor recruitment, my maybe lack of identity, a needless change of tactic to take it from the box to the 3-5-2, which was unnecessary. But I was like, oh, this might be interesting to do. That never really played out the way that we maybe hoped. And now we've just got to laugh. Now we've just got to laugh because Pashinya have somehow taken the lead. I think that's a deflection on the way in. It might even move us down to 5th. It might even move us down to 6th if the results go against us. Oh, keeper saved it. Of course he has. Of course he has. There's 3 league games left. And then whatever we've got in Europe. Honestly. This is a complete what on earth have we done season. Oh, sorry, it's not what have we done. It's a where do we go now? Where do we go now? Like, because I'm trying to look for the positives in this team for going forward for next year. Who do we keep? I'm really struggling. Polagek, I think, deserves a run. Lagsy has been pretty good at right back. Briannis, I guess, is fine. Foxy's been okay this year. Oh, God. I think Martinez has been decent enough up front, but we're a selling club, losing so many players over the season has worn the team down. That's a good point as well. Which we know we are. We have to be a selling club because, you know, we're not the top club in the world. We're 2-0 down. This is like, how have we done this? How? I just don't understand. Franco says we keep none of them. I'd be tempted to agree with you, Franco. I think you make a fair point. But we maybe have to strip everything back. Go, right, how are we going to play? What's the DNA? What's the dynamic? What have we not done enough of this year? How have we conceded our goals? And what mistakes can we cut out going forward? Oh, João Bosco makes it 3. Count as many as possible around the first team and get more depth. There's like a fair bit of depth that are too far for the first team we can get rid of. Yeah, players like Hartjeur, like coming in, not really doing enough. Not as good as when Lee Jingmin was coming in, and he was fine. He'd come in and he'd do something decent. I don't think we've got enough good options up front. I think Okoye's been disappointing. I think maybe Mackay hasn't quite added anything to the side this year. Defensively, we've got some youngsters coming through like Malice and Guinaris and Osmanaloy. Honest to God, this is painful. We're being absolutely torn apart here. Another tactic rip up. Well, maybe, I think. Oh! No! Honestly, you can't have that. Oh. Hands up who's fed up with Larisa now. Hands up. Oh, man. What on earth? It's just... How does something like this happen? Like, no idea at all. I'm just trying to work out where I move these players around, and does it even matter? Like, I don't really think it does it? There's nobody in the team is playing well. I don't know. League's gone. Can we still have Europe? We can maybe still have Europe, but just who knows? Who knows? It seems like it's one of those games. Yes, it absolutely is. It's one of those seasons, Benzino. We would like. I've literally gone. I'm flicking every couple of minutes from. It's just been fine margins, to, oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst. The absolute worst. I don't know whether I've just got a bit stale and I've not really sort of like, I've maybe gone through the motions a little bit too much and not paid enough attention. Quite possible. I don't know whether I've tried to change too much tactically, squad. Maybe I've not tried to change enough. Possibly. Maybe I'm just sat letting things play out. Yeah, maybe there's just too many. maybe we haven't sold players at the right time. Kept players a little bit too long, possibly. But as Ruggier said, it's difficult when you've got to sell your best players, and we haven't had good enough players lined up to then step in to replace them. And it's not been a vintage season by the looks of the league. The points either, 68 points to win the titles. It's not been one of those ones where we've had to really, really go for it. Poor youth recruitment's caught up with us. Oh, honestly, the youth recruitment is so bad. So bad. It would be nice to actually have somebody half decent. That would be great. Just one player to come around. Board being stingy with money. Wait for a new stadium. Yeah, and maybe that'll change. Maybe the stadium will come out and it'll be like, all right, you know, we can attract better players and then things get better. But or as we said earlier, are we in our Wenger era of there's a new stadium on the horizon, but it comes at the cost of you can't invest in the playing squad? What do you want? More money on a match day or players? I've got a feeling my save is similar in Bolivia. You're in the last three or so seasons, we're trying to build a young Bolivian team with all foreign spots taken up by older Colombians. You're slowly building something. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I feel as though we're the opposite at this point, where we're slowly getting less. We're slowly getting worse, actually. If anyone in the top 5 last season had put together a good run of results, they would have won the league easily. Yeah, I think so. Club is shown the classic FM issue of a lesser European league. You can only sign players who are either okay or of an age. We want more money than necessarily youngsters who shine. Want to leave as soon as a league with a good rep appears. I mean, yes and no. I think that's. Well, I mean, we're still the 7th. We're 7th in the coefficient, so we're fairly reasonable in terms of the league rep. The players that are leaving for top clubs, really. So it's not like they're going to just, you know, Brentford or something. Burnley, Leeds, just any English club for like, let's almost say for Leicester, you know. It's not that, but and we are still getting players through the door, and you can get quality in. But you know you're not going to be able to attract the best players because you're in Greece. Like, do you know what I mean? It's understanding that. But, you know, we've had to sell players, we've had to sell our best players, as every club in the world does. Every club in the world, bar Real Madrid, has to sell their best players. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Definite comeback now. This is the first glimpse of Orban looking half decent now. We're fucking late now, lads. Yeah, cheers, Dan. Yeah, Dan. Even Dan spotted it. Oh, Orban just knocked off the ball. Great tackle. Down the line. Orban pulls it back. Foxy. 4-3. And now the final whistle's going to go. Can we get another highlight? Oh, we've got a highlight. We've got a highlight. Oh. If that match was 5 more minutes, we'd have won that. Or got a draw. Guy with a 7.2 coming off the bench. I think had we not had such a shocking first half, then we'd have done fine. That was horrific. That was so bad. What on earth had happened in that match? Like, you can't make it up, can you? I don't really feel like we can ask for a new contract at this point now. We have got that player coming in from Turkey, haven't we? In the summer. So that could be interesting. Now you play Pauk. Montreal want to sign Bertie. Not good enough, is he, if he's going off to America? No, I don't think it's a wise to ask, is it, Dan? Not after the last time. Not after the last time, and you're like, yeah, go and ask for a new contract. Ask for a contract, that'd be great. And then the board were just like, no, you're not getting a contract. And they're like, oh shit, this is awkward. I should have known as well, though, to be honest. Like, I shouldn't have been going straight in there. I should have been like, I don't think they want us. Do you know what I mean? You can imagine that turning into an instant sacking, but then just going, what, you again? What did we tell you? What did we tell you last time? Right, Tangara can come back in, place Novakovic. Volk can come back in and place a Malice, because that didn't work. Yeah, maybe we lack a bit. I think we lack a bit of dynamism in midfield as well. I don't think that Briannis plays in that sort of ball-winning midfielder role. I think he needs to play a little bit higher up the pitch. So maybe he's the replacement for Bilic. Maybe we let Bilic go and put Orban and Briannis up top. And maybe we get Kenny and Tungara to be the the hard men in the midfield. The fact that Tungara's got a booking already, 2 minutes in. Blocked. Damn it. Defence has definitely been an option, Jason. Absolutely. Jason on YouTube, by the way. Even Jason, good to see you, pal. Nice to see you chatting away, keeping it going over there. But yeah, defence has been poor. Really poor. And in a sense, like, Morzelli was fine. I've given him another chance, by the way. I shouldn't have done, but like, he was 2.8 million, so it's like, yeah, he looked good for 2.8 million. But again, do we then need to just pull the trigger and buy the £8 million goalkeeper? But does that always work out? Not really, not always. Especially when you look at Manduki that we signed for like 900 grand or something. Oh! Miles off. Miles off. That would have been number 20 for the season for Foxy. Yeah, take it easy, Paddy. Best of see you soon, pal. Thank you for popping in and seeing us tonight. Keep up with the check the VOD. You'll be able to see what happens with the end of the season, which we have to finish tonight, by the way. Polygret down the line. Foxy pulls it back. Bilic is there. That one's got to count. That one has to count. We're not allowed happiness this season. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're on the naughty list. The naughty list in Greece. Foxy pulls it back. Bilic is there. Thankfully, Dvorak doesn't try and tap it in and disallow the goal again. Right, move us back up to 4th. That's what we want. It's Pass versus Atramitos. Still 7 behind Pauk. 2 games to play, so we can't overtake Pauk. So 4th is the highest we can finish. Oh, that's nice. Briannis. Ball through. Lagja, Foxy nods it on. Bilic again. Have we got a second? Have we? We have. Yes. Great header by Foxy. Have Pauk played already? We're playing Pauk. We're playing them now, Dan. This is us. But sadly, 7 points is too much. Great block by Bilic. Bilic is having a right stormer. Does he want to leave? Is that what it is? Is that why he's decided to start playing? .2 for Bilic, 8.9 for Foxy. 4th might save it. Do you reckon? I think Europe's what's keeping us in it. At the minute, Europe is the thing. Sonis is coming on. Up to episode 44 of the FM show, nearly caught up. Then you need to get on the Patreon for the bonus pods. Yes. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. Yeah, if you're not on the Patreon episodes, by the way, get in there. FM Show Pod, Patreon, exclusive content every single week. A free 7-day trial as well. Try and get through all that in a week. You probably can, actually. We haven't been sacked yet. Franco, exactly. We're still hanging on. For now. How long can we hold out, though? That's the thing. Two games left. Pauk have just scored again. It's 2-1. 7 points in it. We can't finish above fourth. We can still finish below fourth, obviously, as well. That's the problem. Oh. Do not give my ADHD brain that challenge, please. Go for it. Go for it. As an ADHDer as well, go for it. You need that dopamine, right? Rocco's doing bits, Jason. Bilic goes down. It's a throw in. Polagek's looking tired. They haven't got a left back on the bench though. Dvorak 6'8". Martinez 6'8". Take Martinez off. Put Hargensen on. Realistically though, we need some someone defensive, really. So maybe it's a Koya. What changes am I going to make? I feel like I need to make something. At this point, we're celebrating not getting sacked. That's fair. That's fair, Dan. That is absolutely fair. I'm all for that. Let's put a Koya on. Just waiting just to see what else can come down, because last couple of minutes. Marcelli launches it, goes over the top. It's not sacking, its creative differences. Great ball at the top, Martinez. Oh! That should do it. That should just about do it. Bilic with the assist this time. Martinez, he's got just enough. Tucks it past the Pauk goalkeeper. 3-1. 4 minutes of injury time to go though. It's still not over. But we've got to be happy with that. Oh, that was a miss and a half, wasn't it? Oh, Dvorak. It's knocked on Martinez. I thought he was going to go for it again. Aren't Pauk a rival? They are. They are. Otola. Oh, just overhits it. Get in. That's the kind of result we need. Huge win. Definitely given the fact that Atramitos beat Pass as well. So it's going to go to the last couple of games. Oof. What are the last couple of games? Is it AK and Atramitos? Psychometer's saying that we might stay in the job according to the Arsenal. So Lons, AK, Lons, Atramitos. And then potentially a European final. Maybe. Lagsha wants a new contract. That seems fair enough. What's the do I need to see who's in the final of the Europa League, or do I just leave it and just work out? PAOK and Brighton. Okay, so we're doing well then. It's probably more likely that we're playing Brighton than PAOK, but who knows? What other teams are still in? Is anyone still in Europe? I don't think they are either. No. Knocked out of the Champions League in the playoffs rounds. Knocked out of the Europa League in the quarterfinals by Lons. Alright, so it's the Europa League. We've dominated the Europa League. Right, let's give. We've played Lons already, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Did we not play them in the groups? We did. We drew 1-1. And we beat them in a friendly, so we've already played them twice this season. So we might know something about them. Definitely good for the coefficients, definitely. So Dvorak comes out for Orban, I think. Who else can't play? Moreno can't play. That's got to be Malice in defence, isn't it? Where's Kenny? Or Kenny for Tungara, maybe. Actually, you know what? Kenny for Brianis. Do that. Bilic needs resting, but not after that last performance, he doesn't. Dimitro can go in for Malice there. Right. Let's have it. Come on then. Let's beat Lons, shall we? Start flying through these games. Come on then, let's have it. Away to Lons. Then AK. Then Lons again. Then Atramitos. Then maybe, just maybe, a Europa League final. Could you imagine that? Stephen started with Blackburn. Good young squad. Yeah, good shout, Blackburn, actually. Very good shout. Of course, historically, former Premier League winners as well. So, a bit of a challenge to get them back up there. And the Championship's the best league to play in, so... Blackburn won the good old traditional way as well. Yep, by spending shitloads of money. First Premier League winners. No, first Premier League winners was Man United. Last English manager to win the Premier League was Howard Wilkinson with Leeds. Well, sorry, the top division, sorry, because it wasn't the Premier League at the time, was it? It's absolutely the only way to win. Yeah. Or the only other way is to have an entire coaching staff who've been done for drug use. And then you don't have to spend too much money, apparently. And you can just get those players to play way above their abilities. Exactly, Chaser. Yeah, corrected myself on that one. Top division, not the Premier League. It was the last season as it being the first division as well. And then they sold Eric Cantona out to Man United, and there you go. That was it. All done and dusted. Montero, great tackle. Here comes Orban. Leicester. Yeah, Leicester's the one. Yeah. The one who had the all the Juventus medical staff in there who got done for drugging. And also, Leicester were paying stupid wages on some players. So let's not pretend they didn't spend any money. Oh! The fact that they went straight back down pretty much within a year or two suggested that. Yeah. And there's still no way Leicester should have won the title. Let's be honest. It is a goal. It is a goal airborne. And it's Foxy. And he's onside. Knocks it past the defender. Lovely little touch. And then one past the keeper. One touch past the keeper. Am I suggesting Claudio Ranieri had dodgy dealings? Yes I am. How can Brighton nils each? I just find it really bizarre how it all happened, you know? Wash your mouth out with the WKD and go and have a pizza. Well, that sounds like a bloody lovely idea. Penalty? Hang on. Are we about to get something positive here? Penalty? You mean Claudio lose to Faroe Islands with Greece? Ranieri isn't a tactical mastermind. Orban. Leicester just got promoted 10 years after last being promoted, so they're going to win the league next season. Apparently so. Leicester could be one of the favourites to go straight back down. It was never going to be Red Bulls. It is Red Bull, but it has cocaine in it, I think. Just to inject it into his arms. Okay, 2-0 up. First leg. So we're a quarter of the way through our European journey now. Nearly there. Nearly there. We can sense that there might be a possibility. Juan Martinez. Has he only scored 11 goals this season? I feel like he's been involved in a lot more. 3-0 now. Rocco pulls it back. Martinez taps it in. Give ourselves a decent lead so we don't have to go all guns blazing in the second leg. Oh man, good save by Manduki. Oh, Foxy with an effort there. Just dropped for him, didn't it? He had no idea what was going on. Brighton have taken the lead. I mean, what? In game, Brighton are probably harder, aren't they, than PAOK? Because of the fact that they're Premier League. We have got the home leg and the second leg, yeah. We have lost, though, from this sort of advantage before, though, Dan. That's the bit I'm concerned about. You know? The fact that it's Brighton that are winning. We just have to go for it, aren't we? You know? That's all we can do. Hey, even Lewis, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Try and be positive. Yes, we've got to. 3-0 up. We've got to find the positives in it. And at 3-0 up, I reckon this might go to penalties. Yeah. Costa Goulas can go on. Poligate can come off for Janio, who's tired himself, to be honest. Bilic can come off because we need to rest him as well. Harry Mackay, Hartshire can go on. Actually on Mackay. Who scored that? Own goal. That's what we want. 4-0 now. Bilic, Montero's shot deflects in. 1-1. Manzouri scored. We like the look of Manzouri. Okay, well, is this going to make us favourites, do you reckon? Certainly a statement, isn't it? That's what we want. 4-0. Nana Mansouri. Nana Mansouri was the old singer, right? That was Nana Mansouri. Sheikh Mansouri. No, that's 1 foot in the final. I think we have. I think we are. I think even I can be like, you know what? I think there's a good chance we're going to make it to the final now. 11 goals, 17 starts, 22 sub appearances. £4.5 million release clause. We said he's a poacher. Cuts in from the right hand side. He does look good, doesn't he? He looks very Foxy-esque, I think. Draw for the Nations League has happened. Skip the draw. Let's just tell us who's in it. Greece, Belgium, Denmark, and England. There we go. It is tough. It's bizarre that we're not playing France, because that's all we seem to be doing. France and Israel. Right. How much are we on? 21. What do we think he's wanting? 39. Which maybe take 30. $31. Oh, that's fine. Get that booked in. Or Israel, yeah. It feels like we get a lot of a very repeat custom, should we say? So right, 2 games left then in the league. In a weird way, we can probably rest people against Lons now, can't we? So play the full strength team against AK. Rest players against Lons. Who's looking likely for Europa League? Well, it was 1-1. It was 1-1 between PAOK and Brighton. So we don't know. We don't know who's gonna get there. Playing catch up. What's the contract situation? Has the rest of the board changed their mind? No, not yet. No, not at all. Not at all. They're not budging at this point. They're still very much hanging on to the, well, you know, you should have been doing better, which I sort of appreciate is fair. Welcome in, Coin. How are you, pal? Save's go well. The save is going. The save is. We're in a tricky spot at the minute, but hopefully it'll be fine. We've got 1 or 2 matches to get through, which theoretically should see us over the line. We hope. I'm going to go with a bit of a send the wounded troops out to see how it got against AK. Nico's in. Nico, not seen you around for a while, pal. Hope you're good. Welcome back. Long time. How's the lovely UK? The UK is the UK, to be honest. Congratulations on 2 games and 6 points. Nice start for Sunderland. 2 games with no goals conceded as well, which is very, very exciting. Yeah, it's all very, very fun at Sunderland. So we'll enjoy it while it lasts. And then in a couple of weeks' time, when we lose 4 or 5-0 for about 3 weeks in a row, then it'll be like, oh yeah, that was it. That was it. Poor Rich Owens. I know. That's back-to-back 4-0s for Wednesday, isn't it? It's not looking good. Yeah, the FMT derby did not do Rich Owens any favours at all. Martinez, good tackle. Get that ball away, Lagsha. Consistency at least, yeah. And then if they just now, all they can do is do better. So Pauk can't finish second. We can't finish third. Atramitos can finish fourth. And so can Pasjania for Atramitos are now winning against Olympiakos. Zografikis, is he one of our players, is he? I mean, if Olympiakos ball the title like this, they'll be that'll be fantastic. Well, it's a draw now. Oh, get him up. Come on. Soft penalty to give away. Very, very soft. Very soft. Starting level 5 Spanish tomorrow. Nice. Just trying to learn the fourth language. Okay. I know us Brits, we're not very good at languages. Atramitos are up again. So at the minute, AIK are moving into the title race. Players are knackered, aren't they? Absolutely knackered. Done in. Completely done in. They haven't got the energy. Which I understand. Let's see what we can do then. Liverpool fans celebrating beating Ipswich. Really? I was saying in Denmark, if we're speaking Danish as an international language, then there wasn't any reason to learn more. Yeah, I just think British people are lazy, to be honest, Nico. Right? British people don't realise that English isn't the most widely used language, but they'll just be like, no, that's fine, we're just going to use that. Because there's an arrogance with British people, sadly. No, we're not. Real football's not happening. Mackay, go on, down the line, go on. Oh, blocked. Say it slower, shout louder, point. Uh-oh. Oof. Cleared away. Just signed a striker to be my main guy simply for his name. I will back Julio Neptune until I leave. Oh yeah, get him involved. What a player that guy will be. That's a right player. Like, do you know what? Doesn't matter. No one needs to know any of his attributes. Everyone is already on board thinking he is going to be great. Because you can't be a bad footballer called Julio Neptune. Surely. It's physically impossible. He's a god. Yeah, agreed. I've already accredited 17 goals from me, played twice. Yeah. I heard he's just won the Ballon d'Or. He's won the European Golden Boot despite playing in Africa. Right, Olympiacos are back top. Superman wears Julio Neptune pajamas. Yeah. He's got a whole lot of like soccer schools as well. Can we get anything for this one? I think we're going to struggle, aren't we? Players need to have a rest before the Lawns game. We can try and rotate as well, but I don't know how many players we can rotate because I don't know how many players are registered that we can sort of like have a new squad. I don't think we can. Scoring loads of goals in the Chilean league. I think Ivan Zamorano. That's what he clearly is. He's the new Ivan Zamorano. Oh no, Kojic. The striker that we desperately needed, Marcelo Salas, yes. We got Neptune up front joining Clovis Ferrari. Oh. Beautiful names all over the place. Push up, see if that'll help. I was going to say Hamilton Ricard, but I thought he's Colombian, wasn't he? Or Ecuadorian, possibly. Marco Echeverri was Mexican, so it's definitely not him. One ball into the box, that's all we need. Good ball. Hagensen. Lagje. Of course. Brereton Diaz. Absolutely, of course. Of course. Ironically, the one that I probably should have remembered. Oh no, overhit. Where was Larisa when we started the save? Second division, Coin. We're second division. We've taken them to up there or thereabouts in the Greek First Division. We're about to take them. We think we're about to take them into. Look at that, Atramitos 4-3 against Olympiacos. Hopefully, we're going to take Larisa to a European final. rest everybody, I think, because we can't really do anything else. Rest, rest, rest. Maybe not distribution. Maybe let's go for set piece routines and chance conversion. Let's do that. At this stage of the season, they should know where the net is, but they clearly don't. What did that say there about AK? AK attracting interest amid takeover rumours. Uriarte is injured from Asteras. No, we're still stable. Our job's still stable at this point. It's not quite dipped into the insecure yet. Domestic, you don't want that for European football, though. Yes, we have 3 players who are deemed good, and they're both half a star. Well, half a star and 1 star. Just crap, aren't they? Like, just not very good. It would be good to have one half decent player. No, I'm not even asking. I'm not asking for like a wonder kid or anything, and be like, oh my god, look, we've got the best player in the world coming through our youth setup. I'm like, can I have somebody who we could put in the team, please, at some point? That's all I want. Do you know what I mean? That's all I want. But yeah, sadly, nothing's getting anywhere near it. You get 2.5 star potentials again. If that, I'll take 2.5 stars. They're all crap. Officials at Stanley Menzo Park in the Netherlands are counting down. Where's Stanley Menzo Park? Amsterdam, built in 2025. They're going to host the Europa League final. The bid from Stanley Menzo Park receives support from luminaries such as De Bogdan, Slory, Verburn, Xavi Simons. Lagja's got a new deal. At least he's got a new deal. I haven't got a deal. Right, come on then, let's put... I don't want it to be the reserves out, but do you know what I mean? Like, I think we can rotate a little bit. Still needs to be strong. It does. It does. It does. So we're only 4-0, but it doesn't need to be. We can switch a couple of players. Paul needs resting because we haven't got another left back. And that's the only concern. We haven't got another left back. Right. Let's go for it. We need to send a message to everybody, by the way. Yeah. Okay, this could be the match that sends us into our first ever European final. Ever. As manager of Larisa. In fact, Larisa's first ever European final. Brighton or Pauk are what's ahead of us. I don't really know who I fancy. I don't even mind. I'm not even fussed as to who we get. Yeah. Send anyone in. It'd be nice to get Pauk in the final, get revenge for the semis for all those years ago. That would be beautiful narrative, Muster Man. That would be beautiful narrative. Just need to work out who gets injured in the lead up to this. We are very unafraid, but we are also afraid. I think we're allowed to be afraid and unafraid. We've got mixed emotions at this point. You know? We're consistently inconsistent, that's the problem. You don't know what Larisa's going to turn up. We've just beaten them in the league, so there's that. But you know, we are now a goal down. It's not what we wanted, is it? The build a nation, you want Pauk for personal glory, you probably want Pauk as well. Yeah, is it possible that we can have both of the clubs thrown out for some sort of irregularity? That would be nice. Oh, I was like, what's going on there? Lons fancy it, don't they? 4-0 up is the most difficult scoreline in FM. This can't be like the one that we had where it was like 5-4, surely. Can't be. Koya, Stelios, good hit. It's not like we've got like a weak side out. Players are scared of the ball. Well, it's big matches, isn't it? You know, we've got players in there who like big matches, but I think this is when your big match mentality comes in. Who's the players that are confident and just chilled out and can put the put the game to bed? Are France above you in the coefficient? Yes, I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, we're 7th, so the usual suspects are ahead of us, really. We've got players who haven't played like in this big matches like this. Yeah, exactly, yeah, this is brand new for them. This is how they learn. This is the second European semi-final they've ever been to. And those players probably weren't there, to be honest, at the time when we were last in the semi-finals of a European competition. 7th is above Portugal. The Netherlands have been on the save. Yeah, I think we're definitely above Netherlands. I think we might be just below Portugal, I think. Yeah, these players are walking in like Job's footsteps at this point. Bakun. Oh, Orban, almost. Need to check on the score from the game. Does anyone have a preference out of Brighton? Oh, sorry, we've just done that. We've literally just done that. Come on, Tony, it's not that late. You know, you can need to... Kai, good cross. Hargensen. Off the inside the bar. There scores. Pauker winning. Pauker winning. All Greek an all Greek final. Joe Warts, these guys could run, hopefully not trip up and fall flat on their faces. Joe bought plates so they could smash them. I mean, we do have the slight issue that we may not even be in the final. What's wrong with this team? Why are they like this? We've had 9 shots, they've had 6. The afraidness is coming, yeah. Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Polygrex becoming tired. Well, let's move him out. Can we put another centre back in? Yeah. It's not your team, it's FM just being FM. Letting the higher rep team come back. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just the way it is. Do you know what I mean? Looks like they don't want to be in the same home stadium anymore. No, maybe that's it. Maybe they know that the stadium's changing, so they're not massively keen on it. They see it as cursed now. Maybe. Still 1-0 Pauk. No. How does anybody know? Has anybody got any idea as to how and why this still happens? Have we got any of the big boys on the bench? We brought Dimitro on. I think Hargis is going to have to come on in a second. Hargis is already on. Mackay's on. Oh, God. Montero's not a bad shout, actually. I mean, Bilic could be interesting, but the ball needs to get to him first. There's Montero. Montero can go on and start kicking things. Don't run the defence. Slow the tempo down and go more direct. Be disciplined. Foxy's going to have to go on, isn't he? At the minute we're still. Oh, and now Hawkinson's injured. Unbelievable. Oh, right. We can make a change. That's good. That's good. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's made of glass, this lad. Oh, no. No. It can't, surely. Still 20 minutes left. Demand more. Briannis has just missed it. Village. Go on, look up, look up. Oh, not like that. Is this Larisa heritage inbound? In what sense? I don't understand. When do we go more defensive? Well, never. We don't do defensive. We just go for it. Because I don't know. If we allow them to attack us, do they end up scoring more? Who knows? Brianna's tipped over the top. I've got no idea. I've got no idea. Is it the right time to say it's like watching another team beginning with a defeat coming from 4-0 in the European semi-final but against Barcelona? Oh, is that another Liverpool reference? No one cares about Liverpool. And also, it's not, because look, I've still gone through. Just blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Come on. You don't need to do anything with it. You don't need to do anything with it. Oh, no. Oof. Wow. Somehow, by the skin of our gyro-loving teeth, Larisa lived to fight another day. Brighton win on penalties. So we win in extra time. So we face Brighton in the Europa League. Hagenson's out for another 5 months. Oh. Do you remember the time that someone came in and bid like 9 million quid for him? We're like, no, we'll just keep him. We'll keep him. He's got to go, Annie. He's got to go. 21 years old, and he's just, all he does is just lie down injured. He gave up the ability to walk to get Larisa to the final. Hogginson's a medical student's dream. Well, this is going to be interesting then. So, Europa League final. Well, we're here for it tonight, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? This is what's going to happen. So, the Atramitos game in the league. We almost don't need to play it, but we're going to have to. And then we've got the Brighton match. We can't have a cliffhanger. We can't. I can't go on holiday now, can I? I definitely can't. What's the situation looking like? Lividiakos is an interesting option. Hold a team meeting? No. Actually, maybe... No, you know what? Yeah. Sort yourselves out. There you go. Get them all G'd up a bit. Never hold a meeting. Come on, the Arsenal. You know that we do anything that's a never. Hargensen unhappy that his promise hasn't been kept, mate. Honestly, this is not the time for you. We do all the nevers around here. Right, Costa Goulas out for Tungara. Just throw the Atramitos game, wrap everyone in cling film. We have to, but then at the same time, what happens if we? What happens if those players get injured? Play the kids. I don't even know if we can put the kids out. Can we? This is a risky situation as well, isn't it? Tell me like, right, play everyone who's not really important. I'll tell you what, Bakun can have that. Can play. Are we sure this is the right idea? Playing the youngsters? League doesn't matter, the final matters. The final does matter. Yeah. Tell you what, Okoye's going to have to start. He's going to have to be on the bench. Come on then. Let's do it. Yes, Dill. 17 months, my friend. Very, very kind indeed. Appreciate the support. You've joined at a very... very, very interesting time where we're down to the final game of the season to keep ourselves in the Europa League, right? But we're also in the Europa League final tonight, so we're about to play our first European final of the save. But it's been a very, very dodgy season. Very dodgy season for us. We've not looked good. We've been really inconsistent. And it would almost be unfair to win a trophy like this, but it's a good way of doing it. In comes the raid. Welcome in, Dill. Welcome in, Raiders. How are we? Hope we're good. Can we bring Joe back for one more game? Imagine that. Imagine that was a thing. Save is good. Save is good, Dill. Sorry, I was just saying I thought you were already here. I hadn't realised you were raiding through at the time. Welcome, Raiders. We are last match of the season. Trying to get into the Europa League. But what's really interesting is that after this match, we play the Europa League final. So, first ever European final of the save. We've had a pretty poor season 17, but if we can round it off with some sort of European success, that would be amazing, because then we'd get the Champions League again. But we've got to play Brighton, so I don't know whether or not. Well, I don't know how it's going to work. We were 4-0 up against Lens from the first leg, and we lost 3-0 in the second leg, so we've only just scraped through. So who knows? Who knows, to be honest. The team have been all over the place, up and down. It's just... In Europe, we've been brilliant. Yeah, we got rid of Valencia, we got rid of Lens. I think we did... I'm sure we did all right against Bayer Leverkusen as well. But, yeah, in the league, pretty poor. I mean, this is going to take us down to the conference. Might just about keep us our job. Yes, Haunted Spectre, appreciate you, buddy. Nice to see you. Kicked off my pre-season against New England Revolution on the 4th of July. A bit patriotic. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really good. Job's joined Chelsea in your Tottenham save, season 4. He's a good player. He's a good player. But then everyone joins Chelsea at some point in real life. Let's give our fringe players a bit of a shouting. So, I don't know. I still can't understand how this save's going. I really can't. If you're brand new, by the way, welcome in. We have the FM Show podcast, I should probably tell you about, which is a podcast with myself and RDF Tactics. It comes out every Thursday. If you're a fan of Dill, though, you'll have known that Dill has done some Patreon episodes with us as well, so you can have a little head over to Patreon and get yourself a free 7-day trial, and then it's £3 a month after that. And you get there's loads and loads of great content on there, loads, which I'm sure you'll absolutely love. So go and check it out. Treat yourself. Why not? You know. Don't forget, win the Europa, get Champions League football. I'm tempering expectations, Dan. I'm tempering expectations. I would love that. I would love that. But I mean, who knows? That would be a perfect way, wouldn't it, to leave, to go on holiday, winning the Europa League. That would be too perfect. So now I'm concerned it's not going to happen. So yeah, we just need this game just to be over and done with, really. This is almost like an exhibition match now. No one really cares what's going on. It's just try and not get the kids injured. And ironically, we've got some players who we probably would use as well. The two centre midfield boys. Oh, how the game's going, dreadful, dreadful. It's been an incredibly frustrating night tonight. As you've just seen there, we still can't even scoring is like proving tricky. Mixed at best would be an optimistic summary. Yeah. League shit, Europe fantastic. It's pretty much it, innit? That is it. That is literally it. I don't understand. Like, we are literally two different teams, aren't we? It's night and day. Absolute night and day. Random question, where's my accent? I'm round about here. Northeast of England, the northeast of England. I'm originally from Sunderland. I now live in York, so a little bit further south. I wonder whether or not I now hope that the Europa League final is going to be enough to save our job, because the board wanted us to finish in the top 3, and we didn't. We definitely didn't. Does our contract run out before the final? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. My contract, 30th of June. When's the final? May 16th. We're fine. We're good. We're good. We've lost 3 on the bounce. Oh, hang on, what? Hang on. Are you... Are they for real? What? Are they... Seriously? What an absolute bunch of bastards. I'm genuinely speechless. I'm genuinely speechless. So now what? So now what? Yeah, I think now I go on holiday. Now I have to win the final and rub it in their faces. I mean, I can't. I can't because I'm not the manager. What my immediate thoughts following the sack is bullshit. Pathetic and cowardly. I'm keen to find something new and exciting. Yeah. Yeah, with immediate effect. That's why we're a bit shocked. I hope the board choking a gyro. I hope all their plates are really difficult to smash. I hope all their plates have been replaced with paper ones. That'll show them. This might be the immediacy talking, but I don't really know if I want to continue with this save now. It's time for a manager on a new contract. Get Joni Tamerson in. I'm just... I think this... Yeah, I feel that this might be the end point. Because that's kind of fucked the save up a bit, hasn't it? I swear to God, if they've won. Ah, they're lost. They're lost. They lost 2-0. That's fine. That's what they deserve. Ziggurat, welcome in. Welcome in, pal. Appreciate the raid. Very, very kind. How are we? I hope the stream was good. Yeah, I think... It's unsuccessful. Right. Yeah. Let's have a think. I think we might have to have a new save. I think we might have to. Because that's really annoyed me, that. That has really annoyed me. Let's go and see. In fact, let's not. Yeah. No, let's go and see Mr. Maggio. Genuinely flabbergasted. Flabbergasted is what I am. Bordeaux, here we come. Yes. The final run needs to be its own YouTube video if you get the time. Yeah, I think we need to try and work that out, don't we? How on earth do we even explain this? Yeah, right. Go and see Mr. Maggio, because he's apparently trying to avoid the sack as well. Yeah. I'm off on holiday. Have fun, everyone. Take care. Bye now. How bizarre.
Who's your screen? Okay. I've given away a penalty in the meantime anyway. You didn't want to see it. I mean, we killed Endrick. Vinicius Junior, sorry. Tony, you've joined me as I'm about to get sacked. Or I'm likely to get sacked. We've been in for a performance review once. Aguirre Zavala. Maybe just saved my job. It's been so up and down. You've just done the same. You've been sacked. Have they actually sacked you? No. Tony's been sacked. What?